Hey everybody, I'm Vasel, and today we're talking about 5 great games from 1994. As I go through series and taking a look at games from years gone by, I just want to point out some great games from different years because we get caught up in stuff that's new, and sometimes it's nice to take a look at older games. So these are 5 great games from back then in no particular order. Here we go. First of all, we have Robo Rally. Now, Robo Rally, a game designed by Richard Garfield, who is best known for designing Magic the Gathering. And in fact, Magic the Gathering was a game he brought to Wizards of the Coast to print, and they said, well, do you have a board game we can do first? Because they weren't initially as sold on the collectible card game idea. Robo Rally is that game. Robo Rally, a game in which you program your robots as they move across a board. A silly game. In fact, a new reprint of it's coming out very soon from Renegade Games, but this has been out for years. It's a classic. Some people really definitely do not like the programming part of it, but I've always found it to be an amusing game, game in which it's also a thoughtful game, a fragile game, because you want to make your race course small enough that the game ends at a reasonable time, but a lot of fun. Then we have Manhattan. This is another game that the designer, Andrea Seaforth, is best known for Puerto Rico, but Manhattan won awards, many awards. This is simply a game in which you are building skyscrapers in Manhattan, and you place little pieces on the board with card play, and you're trying to have the tallest skyscraper, but more importantly, you're trying to have the most skyscrapers in different sections of the city. It's a really well done game. This is another one that's had many reprints over the years. Very simple, easy game to teach people. I can get this up and running within 5 minutes. And also has a really nice visual look as we see the skyscrapers. A really fun game. Then we have Kingdoms. This game from Reiner Knizia. A math game in a sense, because there is a grid, and in this grid on your turn, you're going to be placing tiles, or you'll be placing castles that you have. When you place a castle, you'll be scoring points for every tile that's in the same row and same column as that castle. But some tiles are very negative. Some are amazingly positive. So do you place your castle early to get the best spots, but also you might be setting yourself up for other people to hurt you with their tiles. A simple 3-round game. They remade it with the Beowulf movie motif on top of it at some point, and that works okay, although this is really a themeless game, but I think it's a very good one from Reiner Knizia. Also in 1994, we have I'm the Boss. I'm the Boss from the great designer Sid Saxon is a game in which, you declare that you're the boss at various points. You are all part of a group of people there reading a will, and you want the stuff, one of those family squabbles. And so various amounts of money are going to be broken up. Different groups of people get together, and you decide how everything's going to be split up. But there are these I'm the Boss cards that can be played where you then say, okay, I'm the boss. I'm now deciding what group of people are coming in and handling this and splitting up the money. It is a silly game, but there's a lot of good ideas and thoughts in it. I think it works really well. That's I'm the Boss. Then we have 6 Nimmt. Now this one, I say 6 Nimmt, and you say, well, what's the English name? Well, there's been so many of them. 5 Alive, Slide 5. There's a hurricane version of this game. This is a card game in which players will be playing cards there's a big giant deck of cards with all different numbers on them. Every number is different. You play these cards, and then the cards that are played are sorted by ascending value into rows. And if you happen to play the 6th card in a row, you will then take the other 5 cards in that row, giving you points, and you don't want points in this game. This game is known for going up to a large amount of players. It's also known, some people think the game is random. You'll find great debates about the game, but there's no question that the game is simple and easy and has a strong appeal that people will still be playing it now. So those are 5 great games from 1994. As a bonus, I'll tell you my favorite video game that came out this year was Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. Great side-scrolling game, fighting Metroids. The idea of this genre, the Metrovania or the Castleoid, whatever you want to call it, I love the idea, and I think Super Metroid's one of the best in this genre. My favorite movie from 1994 is The Shawshank Redemption, a movie that just has such an uplifting ending, classic moments in it, a really well storyline, and good acting. Anyway, that's 1994. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time on the Dice Tower.